Welcome to today's Daily Dose. I'm Nathan Purifoy, the worship pastor here at Pathways Church. And this week we've been talking about Acts 22, and we're going to go to the very end, the last couple of verses. So far, Paul has been persecuted through this whole chapter, and he's actually at risk of being killed and flogged in the city. And he's been kind of protected by the legal system at this point because he's a Roman citizen. What's funny is the people in charge, the commander, he wants to know why Paul is being attacked by the public at this point. So the commander comes up to him. This is where we pick up in verse 30. The commander wanted to find out exactly why Paul was being accused by the Jews. So the next day, he released him and ordered the chief priests and all the members of the Sanhedrin to assemble. Then he brought Paul and had him stand before them. Paul was standing in front of the authorities now. Paul was standing in front of the most influential, most powerful people there, and they wanted to hear his side of the story. Now Paul gets a chance to spread the gospel to the most powerful, influential people in this area. Sometimes if we're just obedient, we go to where we feel like God is sending us, sometimes even into danger, and we go where God wants us. We find ourselves with opportunities to do something way beyond what we thought we'd ever have the chance to do. Paul was about to be killed in the streets, and now he's addressing the most powerful, influential people in that area. He gets to share with them the gospel of Jesus and what Jesus did in his life. It's so important to be obedient. It's so important to follow Jesus wherever he takes us. And sometimes the dangerous places that we see in our own minds and our own perspective is the best place for us to be if that's where God's directing us. I hope to see you guys on Sunday morning at church. Thanks for hanging out with me during this week's Daily Dose.